Yo, what is up, boys and girls? My name is Osmer, and if you can't see, this is my mic setup. This is a Rock Band microphone. You can clearly see right here, it says Rock Band on it. And these are pantyhose on a wired hanger, which I'm using as a pop filter. But anyways, what I wanted to get into in this video was a story that one of my friends requested that I talk about. It was a news story that was popular a little bit ago, so I guess it's better late than never to get it out there. So if you haven't really looked into this story, I might be dropping some truth bombs on you here. So the public perception of this story, and I'm going to tell you the story, is Ahmed Mohamed. The public perception is that this kid just made a clock. He just made a clock, and he was just going it in. He was just going in to show it to his teachers because he was so proud of this clock he made. And they arrested him and sent him to jail because he's Muslim. But none of this stuff really actually went down the way you think it did. It actually went down the way that any rational person would actually think it did, without jumping to conclusions and automatically assuming that everybody in this school and police station is a big old racist or just hates Islam. I mean, Islam isn't a race, but whatever. They just hate Muslims. They hate Muslims. But that's not the case. That's not the case at all, actually. This kid actually didn't make a fucking clock. He put a clock inside of a little briefcase-looking, like, pencil case thing. And he thought it'd be a good idea to take it to school, show all his teachers. Nobody knows why the fuck he thought this was a good idea, but his first 5 teachers for his first 5 periods of the day all said, "Congratulations, Mohammed. That looks like a fucking clock to me. What do I know, though, because I don't build clocks. But yeah, good job. I guess you built that. Whatever. Put it away, though. Okay?" And he put it away, all 5 periods. None of the teachers really gave a shit. You got to 6th period, and one of the teachers was like, "Hey, Ahmed, that sort of looks like a bomb, you know, from the movies. And I'm going to need you to put that away." And he didn't. And then it ended up beeping during class. The teacher was like, "All right, Ahmed, you're a little fucking smug asshole. I'm going to have to send you to the office because that looks like a fucking hoax bomb. And I really don't want you distracting the class with what looks to be a hoax bomb pretty close to 9/11, you know? Just go somewhere, you know? Please, just leave, go to the office. I don't want to deal with your little fucking smugness." And the kid did. He went to the office or whatever, and then he got the police called on him because he brought in a hoax bomb, and he wasn't really cooperating with anybody when asking him about what he really did. And yeah, the story goes from there that the kid just went to the police station. That was it. They didn't interrogate him, say, "Why the fuck you bring this bomb to school, you little fucking Muslim piece of shit?" No, nobody did that. They brought him in because there's a zero-tolerance policy in schools. If you don't know what a zero-tolerance policy is, it's where they have to take everything seriously. I mean, I got kicked out of school my last 2 weeks of senior year because I wrote a love letter to one of my teachers that included things like, I can't wait to get married to you. And it was all a fucking joke, but nobody could see it as a joke, and they have to have zero tolerance on these things. So if it wasn't a joke, then this teacher was breaking the law, and he would have to be fired. But that never really happened because I was a fucking joke, and I tried to tell people it was a joke, but nobody wanted to believe me because zero tolerance. I mean, zero tolerance can sometimes but not be fair, but it is there to protect things, I guess. It's sort of a very authoritarian way to look at things, is to have zero tolerance on everything and really sort of just not really take anybody's word for it and just say, "Hey, you know, fuck that." Sure, that's a little bit unfair, but the kid did sound like a smug asshole. I guess he sort of must have known what was going to happen. You put like a fuck... Have you ever seen this kid? There's no way this kid has not seen a movie with a bomb, with like a briefcase bomb in it. What the kid made looks like a fucking movie bomb, okay, without the explosives, but the teacher's not really going to address that. I mean, everybody's perception is, wow, we're pretty technically advanced. And maybe the bomb is really small or something. Maybe the explosives are really small or whatever. But he had a zero-tolerance policy for this. The kid got sent to the office, and then the kid gets sent, and he gets this news story on Twitter called "Stand with Ahmed." And all these liberal places started posting this like, "Wow, we're really fucking terrible, aren't we, white people?" And everybody was like, "Yeah, we are terrible. I'm going to tweet this hashtag. Look how terrible white people are for arresting this poor Muslim kid who did nothing wrong. He just made a clock." And then the kid got invites to the White House. This kid got invites to Facebook headquarters, and he got invites. I think he got some sort of like money towards MIT. These places offering him scholarships and stuff like that. Real technology schools not acknowledging the fact that the kid just put a clock in a fucking pencil box. Nobody really gave a fuck, though. And everybody was just sort of going along with it. And it really pissed me off because it was like, nothing really surprising happened here. It's just zero tolerance at work. I mean, what the fuck is the actual news story here aside from your assumptions of racism or your assumptions of xenophobe? What the fuck is it called when you hate religion? I'm drawing a blank here, but who gives a fuck about any of this? Why the fuck is it such a big deal? I mean, honestly, it's just showing that we really pay extra attention to all these minority groups now, way more, and we'll just jump to conclusions as long as it fits our narrative as liberals. I mean, we have to have this narrative, and I still see places reporting this whole Stand with Ahmed thing, like, to this day, and it's fucking ridiculous. It's like there's evidence out there that this kid was just being a smug asshole, and all he did was fucking put a clock inside of a pencil case. The kid didn't do anything impressive. He didn't deserve anything that he got, either criminally. I mean, maybe he deserved because he was a little smug asshole, but he didn't really deserve anything he got, and that includes all these invites to places. I mean, it includes the news story. He didn't deserve to be news. Kid didn't do shit. But yeah. I mean, and then there's also reports of him, or people calling him to talk to him in interviews and hearing his sister in the background, sort of guiding the conversation, telling him what to say, telling him what talking points to bring up and what to, like, avoid saying and stuff like that. And it's all very suspicious. I mean, it's got to be a pretty fucking elaborate hoax to actually plan on your whole picture going viral on Twitter and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe they did know. You know, you never know with these conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Maybe sometimes they do go a little bit deeper than you thought. But anyways, yeah, the whole Ahmed thing pissed me off. If you didn't really know anything about the story, now you do. The kid really wasn't in 100% in the right, and it's more zero-tolerance policies than it was any sort of hate of his religion or race or anything like that. It was just zero-tolerance at work. This would probably have happened with any kid. I mean, the one kid got suspended from school for chewing a Pop-Tart into a gun and, like, pretending to firing at people. I don't know. Like, that kid was actually going to shoot up a school. Like, that kid was, like, fucking 8 years old. Like, he was actually at a period in his life where he was so depressed that he would already go through with murdering people. I mean, there's a little bit of doubt in that, too. It's just zero tolerance at work, honestly. And to make it a story like this, just so it can fit some sort of narrative that you're trying to push, is pretty bullshit. But anyways, I love you guys. Have a good day.